Start with this. Pretty simple mission here. I would say this is, I don't know, a C tier, the bottom tier. Should have no problem beating this mission. One thing I'll note here, all levels are like this. If you go right up to your enemy here, they can't hit you. That'll be really helpful throughout the entire game. So that's just something to add. I like to grab the sniper here to snipe these guys, and you'll see I'll snipe the other guys in the bunker there. Just makes it a little easier if you're having trouble clearing this part, but you shouldn't have problems really in this entire level. Throughout all levels, I like to kind of interchange my weapons. If I know that there's a time in the level where there's more guards and I'm going to need a better weapon, my goodness, then I'll start off using the weapon I start with. If it's a weaker weapon, like the Silence PP7, I'll use it here because I know that, for example, the basement, now I don't really need to, this is, like I said, an easy level, but I know the basement has a lot of guards. So it's better to use the AK, or what is it, the K-47 Soviet or whatever it's called, in the basement. So I'll try to save as much ammo as I can on that caliber of weapon. So I'll use this weapon beforehand. You can see the different types of ammo. If you look in the bottom right corner at the ammo there, there's a bullet between the 7 and the 72. That'll show you the different caliber of ammunition. So you notice that for this weapon, it's this smaller ammo. If I change here, it's a bigger bullet. That means that, you know, those are the two different types of ammo. So one of the objectives is you have to always blow up these alarms here. So there's 4 in this level. You want to blow up these 4. These guys are easy to take out. You can headshot this guy through the glass. And there's another guard in here. Dressed very importantly, but he's just as difficult as any of the other guys. I see he might have body armor on. I'm not too sure. He's a peasant anyways. This is the other objective. You got to throw this on here. Be very careful with this throw. You could miss this pretty easily. Now what I like to do for this part, makes it easier, is I enter the basement through this first tower, because where you want to go in the basement is like back around here. So this first tower brings you closer to that spot, so you don't really have to deal with any of the guards underground further back down here and down here. And to blow up these alarms, I use the silence weapon so that I don't trigger any of the guards downstairs from hearing me and running around and stuff. So now I'll switch to this because there's more guards down here. Shouldn't really need to. Forgot there's going to be a guard behind you that can see you still. You can use the sniper for this, but you don't really need to. Make sure there's always going to be a guard behind these corners down here. Down this part is probably the harder part, but it's not very difficult, so you don't really have to be cautious unless you've taken a lot of damage beforehand, but I mean, beforehand it's not very difficult, so you should be coming down here with a lot of health. There's no body armor on this mission in 00, as far as I know. So, but you're pretty much near the end now. This is the end of the basement part here. There's a bunch of guards in this room. All you really got to do is, you don't even have to clear this part out, but obviously you probably want to. You go down here, beware of this guard here. He's hiding behind the computer. So you just go up to this computer and press B. And that should complete that objective. And now your final objectives should be obviously to jump off the bungee, which is basically just jump off. And then to destroy the other alarms. And there's 2 more. They're both in the other towers that I skipped. So I just go up here, and now I have no guards to deal with other than the 2 guards in the towers. I'll kill this guard here. Try not to be too loud. If you one burst, no matter what weapon it is, if you one burst, guards can't hear you. So even if there's a guard kind of really right next to this guy, if I one bursted like that, yeah, the guard right next to him wouldn't hear it. So that's important to learn, especially in missions like Bunker 2 and Archives. Those are missions where if the guards hear you shoot, every guard in the level will come after you. So you want to try to be as silent as possible. So single tapping there can definitely help. Once we get to that level, you'll see kind of what I mean. If I end up even using my weapons there, often I use like throwing knives and stuff for Bunker 2. So now that I've destroyed these 2, I'm good to go. I'm good to finish the mission, jump off the stairs. So this is, like I said, a C tier mission. It's very easy. You should have really no problems with this mission at all. Facility, the next mission is a little bit more difficult. But this is a pretty good starter mission. Anyways, thanks for watching. Hopefully this helped. You shouldn't have had too much problems with this mission anyways. And on to the next one.